They said he was too strange for Hollywood. But that was the secret of his greatness. They called him wild. They called him unpredictable. But that was the very energy that made Nicolas Cage unforgettable. While others tried to fit into Hollywood's rules, he broke them, not out of rebellion, but out of belief that real art demands risk. He once said, "I think movies have the power to transform people." Those words weren't a slogan, they were his truth. Because behind the headlines, behind the eccentric performances, there's a man who turned pain into purpose and chaos into creation. Nicolas Cage was born Nicolas Kim Coppola, part of the famous Coppola family. You'd think that name would open doors, but he knew it would also close them. He didn't want success handed to him. He wanted to earn it. So he changed his name to Cage, inspired by the comic book hero Luke Cage, and stepped into the world as his own man. That decision became his first act of courage. It's easy to take the easy road when it's offered, but he refused it. He wanted the fight. Because, as he said many times in his own way, without struggle, there's no identity. In his early years, the auditions were brutal. Casting agents didn't know what to make of him. Too intense, too strange, too different. But Cage believed that the very thing people called too much was actually his gift. He embraced his extremes. He once said that he didn't want to act. He wanted to feel, to live inside the emotions of the characters until they became real. That's what made him magnetic on screen. In Leaving Las Vegas, when he played a man slowly destroying himself with alcohol, audiences didn't see acting, they saw honesty. And that honesty won him an Oscar. But what the world didn't see was how much of himself he poured into that role. All the heartbreak, the insecurity, the loneliness. Cage teaches us that art and life are not about perfection. They're about authenticity. He said once, "To be a good actor, you have to be willing to fail." That's not just for acting, that's for living. The people who achieve the impossible are the ones who stop fearing embarrassment. They risk falling flat on their face, because that's the only way to learn to fly. After his Oscar, fame hit like a storm. Big movies, red carpets, money, and then the fall. Financial losses, bad headlines, strange roles that critics mocked. But Cage didn't hide. He kept working, sometimes in small films that no one watched, sometimes in ones that surprised the world. Because Nicolas Cage never stopped creating. He once said, "I don't see acting as a job. I see it as a mission." And maybe that's what separates him. He never chased trends. He chased expression. Even when people laughed, he kept going. He could have quit. He could have retired quietly and lived on memories. But he didn't. Why? Because he understood something most people forget. Your purpose doesn't end when your fame fades.